I did have a formal interview with them, and it's been a thought. I have seen mock drafts. Some family members, cousins have shown me it. It's a really exciting journey. Honestly, exciting to hear about. Grew up watching the Falcons. Parents have been season ticket holders for them, so it's always a good feeling to have that formal interview with them, sit down with the GM, the head coach, and it was a good conversation.
It's a really good pass rush class. I'm just curious, in your mind, what sets you apart from some of the other guys in the class?
Biggest thing is versatility. I have film playing from the 3 all the way out to a wide 9, 2-point, 3-point, dominating in every gap, honestly. Great off the ball, great speed off the ball, great point of attack, and then me being 275 pounds, obviously just have the strength to go with it.
Are you confident that the inside-out versatility is something
Most definitely. I've repped it, since freshman year. I've repped the 3 tech all the way out to the 9 since day one, since I've been at Clemson, so it is something I'm very comfortable with. I have not met with the coaches yet. Yes, sir.
What do you hope to get across to them in this meeting?
Of course, being such a versatile player, being such a powerful player that also has a lot of speed to go around you in any type of way, and then being a communicator on the field, being a leader to communicate the things that are telltale signs that the offense is giving me.
Can you talk about what's your mindset setting the edge or defending the run? I mean, it seems like just watching you play, it's sort of like I'm just going to run right through you. But I mean, what is the mindset you need to have to be a good run defender?
Honestly, it's an attack-react mindset. You got to, set the point straight early, honestly. I like to attack them first so I can reset the line of scrimmage. Once you reset the line of scrimmage, that really messes up a lot for the offense. So, yeah, that's my biggest mindset right there.
Myles, is there anybody that you model your game after?
Yes, Myles Garrett. I've been watching him for years. I've been watching him since freshman year at Texas A&M.
You said you played a lot of positions at Clemson. What would you say is the most key element to your development, just getting better from your freshman year all the way up to now?
Most key element, how I develop as far as
What helped you the most along the way to not just play a bunch of positions or start a lot of games, but make a big growth in your game across the years?
really staying disciplined and staying consistent in my routine. Honestly, about to say day in and day out, it's really a year-round thing, and it is a 9-to-5 job, honestly. But it can get tiring, but it's when you get tired. You just got to stick to that decision and keep going with what you know is right, and then you will progress naturally.
Do you have any experience with sports? Do you have any experience with other sports?
Yes, sir. I played baseball and basketball all the way up until my sophomore year of high school. I would say baseball was my strong suit all the way when I was growing up. I was a pitcher, first baseman, and outfielder. About to say at 14, 15 years old, I was the big 6'4" lefty on the mound throwing 89, 90 miles an hour. I wasn't the most accurate pitchers, but I did my best. But I got my first 3 offers in football, so I said I'm gonna just go ahead and stick with that.
Is there anything from those experiences that you've taken with you to make you a better football player?
Honestly, that discipline part and staying consistent in my work, regardless of how good you are and how good you're, I guess in baseball, how good of a pitcher I was. I need to stay consistent in that practice so I can stay good and continue to get better.
You think you could have made something of yourself as a baseball player if you had kind of honed in that strike zone?
At the point in time, I think I did. About to say, I really thought that was going to be the pathway right there. I had those MLB dreams at that point in time. So yeah, I think I could.
Myles, programs like Georgia, Clemson, Alabama,
Both the brothers, Chase Young,
programs like Clemson, Georgia,
Alabama,
About to say, Coach Sweeney had this big thing like that preseason. That's the talking season. So I'm about to say, what really matters is the doing season. That's kind of what he said. That's kind of a Sweeneyism, what we call it. But it really is true. It really is just a lot of talk, and you gotta put that in the background. You know what your team can do. But I say know your team is national championship worthy. So you just got to go in and grind. That's really what it is.
Hey, Myles, Will Levis likes putting coffee or mayo in his coffee. Do you have any interesting food combinations that you like?
Honestly, I saw that, and I am not going to be able to top that. Mayo and coffee is a lot different. I'm going to stick with cream and sugar, honestly. Honestly, good feedback. I love the coaches, love the people that I was talking to. Great organization, so really just good feedback, honestly.
Some of the less been written about your testing, and how well you tested a year ago at Clemson. What is the most you bench press? Like 404, 405?
Oh, max bench press was 4 or 5.
And power clean, 335?
Max power clean, 345 around there.
Have you met with the
My best pitch, two-seam fastball. I'm about to say with the lefty, you have that natural lefty tail, but with the two-seam, it tailed a little bit harder and a lot sharper. Oh, yeah.
Have you met with
the Seahawks at all?
Met with them yesterday.
What was your impression of Pete Carroll?
Oh, I love Pete Carroll and the D-line coach, GM. Really just great people, great energy, great guys.
What about the Steelers? Have you met with the Steelers
I meet with them today, actually.
today? What are your thoughts on Mike Tomlin?
Love Mike Tomlin. I'm about to say I've watched a lot of his, watched the Pivot podcast, the episode that he was on it. About to say love the guy. He's come to all the Clemson Pro Days, so I know he's a consistent guy. So yeah, he's most definitely a player's coach.
I know that you said you model your game after Myles Garrett, but what about T.J. Watt? You ever watch some of his film?
I do watch some of his. I watch a little bit of everybody, honestly. I take a few pieces from T.J. Watt, J.J. Watt, Von Miller, Khalil Mack, a little bit of everybody. But about to say T.J. Watt, we're two different types of pass rushers. He's about to say a more smaller, slender pass rusher. I'm a bigger guy. I like to start off with power. I'll say that much, and that's why I model my game after Myles Garrett.